Hey everybody, what's up? It's Teresa. Today I'm doing something I've already done, but I wanted to take it a step further. I'm making 6 pints of homemade chocolate syrup and I'm going to can it. Thanks to one of my awesome subscribers. I would say your name there, but I'm not really sure how you pronounce it. So I thought I would avoid butchering your name, but here we go. For 6 pints, it's going to call for a lot. You know, there's a lot of stuff that goes in it. So for 6 pints, you're going to need 6 cups of water, and I already have it in my pan on high, trying to get it heated up. Okay, 6 cups of water. Let me see if I can get this thing to do what I want it to do instead of what it wants to do. You're going to need 9 cups of sugar. 9. That's a lot of sugar. With the cocoa, you're going to want 6 cups to match the 6 cups of water. 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And 6 teaspoons of vanilla extract. So that's for 6 pints. That's all you're going to get out of it. So there we go. And while I sit here and wait on this water to boil, I'll be right back. All right, so we're back. Now this is starting very slowly to boil. I'm going to turn it down a little bit, and I'm going to put my sugar in. Yeah, it's a lot of sugar. Now you know why the stuff ain't too hot for you. Not so good for you. Gosh, that was loud. I apologize. Alright, so we're just going to heat this until it completely melts. So your water needs to turn back to clear. You need to bring it back to a boil. And once you get it to boiling a little bit, let it simmer for about 3 minutes. And you want to do this on medium heat. I'll be back. All right, guys, I'm back. I have this simmering. It says simmer. But it is actually just boiling away in there. And I've got it down below medium, but it's still boiling. And I'm waiting for it to thicken just a little bit more. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and turn this water back here on because it's to sterilize my lids in. And by the way, I already have my jars sterilized and they're staying warm in my oven right now. And of course, I have my rings over here. They're sterilized. So, just another minute. And it's starting to thicken. So I'm going to go ahead and add all my cocoa and my salt. So, there's 6 cups of cocoa. And 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And you're going to stir this almost constantly, okay? You want this stuff to be perfect. You don't want it clumpy. You don't want it grainy. I'm telling you, if you do not cook it long enough to melt all that sugar, you're going to have grainy syrup, and it's just not going to be very appealing. This stuff is really insane right now. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to try to show it to you. How's that? I got to work the lumps and all that stuff out. Well, look at that thing bouncing. Right now, it's got clumps and stuff like that in it. You need to smooth all that out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a whisk. Look at that. Usually I don't make a batch this big. I only do one at a time. So doing it like this is just a tiny tidbit overwhelming right now. So I'm going to sit and I'm going to work some of this out, and I'll be back. Okay, guys. So we're about finished here, and it did not take long at all. I mean, you're looking at 10, 15 minutes tops. And when you do have those lumps in there, don't worry about it. Use a whisk and just gently do it like this, and they just work right out. So it's no problem. So I'm going to turn the heat off. And I'm going to add my vanilla, which is 6 teaspoons. And I'm going to stir it in. And your chocolate syrup is done, y'all. That's it. So now I'm going to put my gloves on. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and do the lids. That is about to boil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I'm going to turn that down. Well, I'm not going to use pot holders. I am going to use my gloves, which is so much easier. And I will put 2 pairs of gloves on. Which don't feel too good, but it's far better than getting burnt or having to look for your pot holder every time you turn around because you didn't set it somewhere stupid. Let me stir this one more time. That is just beautiful, y'all. And it will thicken really well after it sets in the jars. So don't worry. I'm just going to grab these out of here. And I did more than I knew I needed. It's just a habit I have. I think it's a good habit to have. That's 6 out. Let's see if I can back this up just a bit. There you go. And see, because I'm wearing gloves, I can just pick this straight up. That's how hot it is. It's just boiling up right now. So I'm going to have to let that stop. That is insane. And it's going down. Just a lot of air in there. It is just, ooh, these jars are hot. So when it first does it, when it boils up like that, it'll go down. Just take your time. Make sure you get it an inch from the top. And I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I'm back. I got more than 6. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5 pints. So what I'll do is I'll can the 7 and put the half in the refrigerator. See that? So I'm not even going to worry about putting that in a water bath. Okay, let me get this out of the way. So I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning my rims. You guys know, always clean your rims. Make sure there's nothing on there. Yeah, okay, that one's a little tougher. Got some down the side on that one. Those napkins are just way out of my way. Okay, so they are clear. Go ahead and put my little lids on. And I'm put my bands on. Finger tight. And I have my water over here heating. We're going to water bathe these for 15 minutes. Okay, so I got all my lids on. Now I'm waiting on this water to boil. And this is what I use. You can buy these at Walmart. They're not expensive. Only 3 will fit in here. But that's okay. At least I think it's 3. Yeah, 3. 4 would make it just a little bit too tight. So you're going to do 3 at a time. Boil it with this much water over the top of the lids once you get it in there. That much water needs to be on the top, covering the lids. Boil it for 15 minutes and just remove it and let it cool as usual. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. All right, guys, so I'm back. Let me take this off of here. I'm going to show you. Because some folks don't know, you guys. See how well it's boiling? Now I'm going to drop one of these down in here. You see how much it covered? There's about this much water on the top of it. You need to make sure it covers the lids. So I'm going to do this for 15 minutes. And there we go. And I will be back. All right, guys, I'm back. And this is about to stop. 3, 2, 1, 0. There we go. My gloves on. I'm just going to pull these out of here. Nope. Zoe, go. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these cool completely. Now these two over here, I did not water bathe. 1.5. I was not going to water bathe this by itself for 15 minutes. It's just, no. I'll let them cool completely and then just stick them in the fridge and they'll be good for about 2 months. But what I will do, let me see if I can lift this up a little bit. There we go. What I will do, after these are cooled down enough to be able to touch really well and not have to worry about the seal, they need to be sealed first. I'll take the bands off and I'll dry it out and I'll dry the rims of the jars, all the way around. And then I'll put them back on. I store mine with the bands. Some people don't, that's okay. But, I have a family. I don't want my jars being slammed up against each other and the seal accidentally popping. So that's the only reason why I do it. I have a ton of bands. Gosh, sometimes I just have blank. Just go blank. But anyway, they are already sealing. So as soon as they cool down enough for me to fiddle around with, I will dry them out and everything, put the dates on it. Should be good for at least a year. Like I said, if you don't can them, they'll be good for about 2 months. Of course, mine doesn't last that long. I put mine in my mocha frappes that I make. And there is a video on it. You guys can go look it up. I will talk to you later. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.